Share the video. Get on the set. They get it at tonight. Go deep into that spirituality of things where you start to understand that spirituality is nothing more than that magic that you work. Remember, the depth of your power is only at, the depth of your power is only at the depth of your spirituality. You see? Share the video. Hit your heart button. Do something special. We want to send some energy out to Bro Sanchez for giving us the double beat symbols in the background. The ingredients is just one. Isn't that magnificent? How many products do you go to the store and look on the back and look at the ingredients and you just see one? Real talk. At 7-Eleven. And y'all and people don't like the people at what 7-Eleven has to offer. Ain't that something? Man, this is all I was looking for was orange juice. Anytime you can get something like that without the artificial flavorings in it and all the suey and high fructose corn syrup, you better rush over to 7-Eleven, yo. Look at the math that you're working with. 7 and 11. How you gonna go wrong? That's heavily shit all day. You can taste the quality. Make sure you get that Fiji water too. That's that good shit. I mean, like this is from a different type of rock. This water hit different. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get busy. I want to say I'm welcoming every person, place, and thing in existence. I found it so beautiful to see you all around. Yes, I swear to my soul. You know what I mean? The vibration that you've been giving off is for something phenomenal. But it needs a little tweaking. I'm going to tweak some of you today. Some people going to hear this message and it's like church. You know what I mean? You ever go to church and it's like you swear the pastor talking about you? That's what it may seem like with this here session that we're going to have today. It may hit like I'm talking about you, but it's not. I ain't making this video in mind of no one particular person, place, or thing. I'm just vibing off of being God Almighty, being attentive, and doing what I do. And what is that? Raise the frequency and the vibration of the planet Earth. I ain't lying. Yo, if I'm lying one thing about me, I won't be flying. And I fly. You may got it backwards and different. Some people say, well, if I ain't lying, I ain't flying. Look, nigga, if y'all don't see me flying, because I'm high as shit. Real talk, man. Both macro and micro. Like, this shit is stupendous type of high. Damaging control. So I'm paying attention to the vibration of the earth while I'm consistently caressing your mental, right? And it's just some things that go on. And we're not going to say no particular one person, place, or thing. We're not going to put nobody on blast. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to bring him up and sit him in the front seat. And you, why do you do this? You stop doing this. You're a bad person. You. No. That's how the humans do it. And for some, it works. If you want to be a good human and you love your humanism of self and you don't want to do nothing but be a human, a good model, upright citizen, I heard it you become. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I'm not really a down to earth person or American. Only earth I came from was my old earth, and that's a woman. I didn't even literally come up out this earth. Let's be frank. You know how they say, you know what I mean? Can I be frank with you? Well, can I be Bill? You might as well be Lucy. You ever been in conversation? Nigga ask you, can I be frank with you? That shit type shit scares me. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, what you ready to switch up on me? You ready? Like The Mask. This nigga come back a whole different person. Her whole attitude didn't change. She like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You like, what the fuck? Hold up. Where did this nigga just go? He said he was going to go shoot some pool. Wow. Yeah. Them the type of people, when it comes to the mentality, they shapeshift. And they don't even know that sometimes that they be shapeshifting. See, when we say shapeshifter, you're looking for actual total transformation of my whole entire physical, aren't you? But I never identified to you what shape I was talking about. I could have been talking about the flat earth shape. You know what I mean? I could have been talking about some type of octagonian type of shape where you get like 8 different paths that you could walk on. So yeah, this doesn't go out to no one particular individual. All right? I don't do my lectures and teachings and streams based off of my emotion, what's going on in my life. Okay? All that's personal, and it's good for me because it's a good practice, and it's not easy. It's a continuing thing that we do every day, us podcasters and teachers and gurus, sages, and etc., 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 etc. It's out here in existence. You know, we have to learn not to come in. At least this is where I'm at with it, with my level of teaching. A teacher can never bring his or her personal home life to that of the setting of where your profession is. And particularly if you're in the curing and how could we be saying it, like healing of the mind factor. You got one of the most powerful positions on the planet. Anytime you're dealing with someone's psyche, their mental, you got the ability to control a whole army. Someone like that who can be very effective in their thinking of their profession. So let's get started. Send the energies out there to archives. Okay. Give them a cash app. We might be a while, y'all. Y'all know how I get. My lectures, my teachings can be long. Because I don't really stop at one particular idea. I'll change a word up and start building off of a word and have a nigga lost and confused. But that's just what I do. I'm mouth almighty, tongue everlasting. You know what I mean? Oh, they say, oh, I mean, I think so I need to. No, you ain't doing that. So don't even think about it. Don't even put that in your head. Most of y'all ain't gonna be able to understand that until like the year 3024. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna drop some information that you can catch on to. Something you can catch on to. You know, I always like to spill a little something for everybody. That's why my streams can be 24, 33 hours. I've never done that. I'm not saying I can, but I know I mean, I'm not saying I did it, but I know I can. Don't let me be on some old other stuff and I can't get no rest. Oh, we could talk for 2 days, 3 days. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Hmm. Hmm. All right. So, yeah. The title today is Casting Spells, right? Is that what it is? Or did I change it? Let me see something here. Interesting. What's going on here? Why isn't anything open? Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, if you can, people, send them stars too. It don't cost you nothing. Some of them do. But just hit the ones that don't cost you nothing until you can go no further. At least get the ball rolling. Oh, that sending stars actually shows your support. All right. So yeah, we welcome in every person, place, a thing in existence. Look, oh my goodness, this is phenomenal. Camera. So I figured, like I said, I do a stream on spell casting because beings are in danger. Human beings, and even all types of other forms of kinds of man. All right, you got man, and then there's mankind. Then we got woman. Then you have the womankind, right? Then we have the child, the children kind. So, like, we're looking at in this society, and I'm more, and it's probably all over the planet Earth, but I'm speaking more so than in America of a demoralizing, okay, state of uh, and when I mean demoralizing, I'm saying this as to literally indicate of how the spiritual aspect of the so-called human beings or man or mankind is actually being affected, and not so much affected, but stagnated. It reminds me of a song sung by Bone Thugs and Harmony about the gates of hell opening up and the gates of heaven closing. And it's like that's what I see today. It's like it looks to be for a short period of time or some period point of time. There's no more spirituality, no more coming to expansion. For instance, if my job on earth is to expand and increase the consciousness, right? The vibration, the frequency here on the planet Earth. How much money can I actually make if nobody wants no more power? Nobody wants to go beyond the hertz in which they've been programmed with, the wattages. Nobody wants to do an upgrade in the amplifier, which present and give one more power. You want to be running off of like a 220 line, not a 110. There's not many appliances in your house that will be able to hold. I mean, there's not many appliances, shall I say, that you can get that your house will be able to perform. Let it have its performance in, because you don't have enough wattages. You don't have enough electricity. You got a 110 line, you know? You're going to have to call an electrician to come in and put you in a, what? The 220. Well, you see, that's your physical aspect of self. What we might in science, or they in science might want to say or call your micro. Well, if we were to run with the theory as below, so above, then we will have to equate the same scenario to that in the macro, which will be your higher self, your spirituality. You see? So, because of where I've been around and in the world, studying many and different things, meeting and greeting and having orders with different creatures and beings in existence, I thought I'll share what, and it's just limited knowledge. I'm still a baby, but I can be very powerful. And I know that if an individual at least just accept the basic, the fundamental, the common aspects of their self and existence, they can grow and become to as powerful as they deem themselves to be. So yes, I come to explain a little bit about this spell casting that we are doing and performing every and each and every day. Yup. You didn't know that, did you? You're actually a witch, a Wiccan, a warlock, a wizard, and you don't even know it. This is facts, people. So before we get started, make sure you hit your heart button. If you want to share the video, be sure that you share it by word of mouth. Share the information or share it with an individual off of a device that you can operate on of your own. Okay, don't share it through the system where you see the share button at the bottom of your screen, or the thumbs up you see down there at the lower bottom of the screen. You don't have to worry about hitting all that. That's for the monkeys. That's no, I'm sorry, I can't say that. But that's for people that's in the system. All right, that's the people that's in the world. If you in the world, you got to act like you're not in there. That means when they say run left, you run backwards. You see? That's how deep this is. This how deep magic and spell casting is. And I'm going to show you how you're going to have to stop being scared of casting spells and how to cast spells and the basic rules of performing and doing spells or spiritual things. You can't be, you got to understand spirituality is levels to it. And I'm going to explain to you, this is what I found. You can't become more increasingly in your spirituality if you don't do or know anything about spell casting. See, because what this does is it limits you as a spiritual being. This puts you on a certain level. Well, you can't come up here with me, because you ain't got X, Y, and Z. You got to stay right there on that degree. Help out what you can do down in there. But if you really wanted it all, you go ahead and study and take it all. When you get done with one program, what you do, you got to move on to the next. This is the only thing that this is about. Getting done one thing and moving on to the next. The game don't stop, not even when the body get dropped. So you thought it was a one-shot deal, didn't you? You go ahead, come to Earth, do your little dumb shit that you're doing, fuck with people shit, fuck with people's minds. Some of you killing people, and then think you're gonna die and get away with it, and that's all over. Where's my thing? Wrong. Got news for you, buddy. I got news for us today. Oh, yeah. So, we ain't going to be too long with it. We're just going to be long, but I'm talking about getting started. I'm going to acknowledge you all. Shout out to everybody, everything. If you responded to my Facebook posts and my YouTube posts or videos, big ups to you. I hope it serves you well. Okay, that's all. That's why this is what this information is about. This is what this information is for, so that I can be served well. Right? Don't forget, your Facebook is a book. Make sure you write it well. That entails having beautiful stories and everything is projected near pretty much today. You see? So go ahead and do your thing out here. All right. Next, I want to say my prayer. Let me say my prayers real quick. We're going to get started. Mommy always said, say your prayers. Yeah? How many remember that? Well, maybe your daddy. You know what I mean? Somebody was around you telling you to say your prayers all the time. You didn't come to earth from no God who told you that. When you get to earth now, don't forget, son. I want you to be saying your prayers when you get out of the bed, before you eat breakfast, when you eat your lunch, when you eat your dinner, and most important, before you lay that ass down to sleep, you say your prayer. Now ain't nobody tell you all that. At least I must have didn't get the memo because I don't remember. All I know, my people used to try to smack me because I come running in and run sit down at the table and start eating. Fuck washing hands, prayer, and all that. I ain't gonna lie. I told you I'm not from Earth. Where do you get this from? Wash my hands. You're gonna make me go read the bottle. What's the chemicals that, especially when I was coming up. Oh man, you're gonna fuck my food up. Now I got to sit there and eat and smell all the chemicals on my hand. So yes, it's important to use a utensil at that point. You better not go African style with your food and you just done put Dawn all on your goddamn hands. They don't know what they doing. We mean well in America, people. Don't beat us up. We just do stupid shit. But we're stopping. Niggas done turned from white sugar to brown sugar. And Kool-Aid, they might as well go out of business. I ain't seen a pack of Kool-Aid. You know what I mean with the Kool-Aid too. Little packs. Poison. That shit gone. You can't keep doing that, they say. Yeah, so this, we're going to sharpen up our blade, people. And you're going to understand some things of how you are a witch by nature. You're a warlock, my nigga. Yup. You're a wizard. Make sure y'all this summer, next month, got a movie coming out in PG called The Acolyte. Okay? Make sure y'all rent it, download it, wherever how you want to do it. Check it out. All right? We're going to take a break and I'm going to come back with the prayer and we're going to get started. Make sure you hit your heart button, people. My man, I ain't want to cough in your ear. All right. So at this time, we're gonna go ahead and say the prayer. We're gonna get started. All right, people. Everybody hit your heart button. If you want, you can share the video. This is something powerful for everybody on earth to know. I don't care if you're part of any higher administration, you know, elite, or indulging and involving in the most phenomenal power that can be. You know, it's it's not even a debate or dispute. You know, when I take a look at my own information, and I go back and look at my videos, and I see what I've said, and even when I get time, and I sit and reflect and do contemplative visualizing and meditating, I say, wow, is there like there's a couple people I see on social media that they talk some real high power shit. But like for the most part, this when it comes to spirituality, it's a standstill. And then I'm watching how the same people from my generation, that same seed, that star seed, because each generation, y'all babies are here with a Pacific power. So if you was, for instance, if you was born in the 30s, and 40s and 50s. In other words, the Europeans had what they call the booming babies. That was the end of the world. After the booming babies came, their world was done. That means they had boomed to the height of their height and their incarnationing during that time. Now you got the starlight babies. You got all type of babies. So individuals of my babyism, which is the 60s, okay, I see where at one point you was there, now you here with it. And I'm not talking about in the advancement of spirituality. I'm more so surprised and heart hurt of how you have not evolved and helped take so-called humanity into higher states. I said I wasn't gonna say no names. I'm the type of person I don't name no names and tell them people, put people on blast and bring them up out the crowd or point you out or sit you in the chair up front. So you figure it out because you're going to see this in society. This what I explain. My words do not come back void. That means what I say must unfold and be carried out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You see? This is why you have to be careful of what you wish for. You see? See, because depending on how powerful you are, your wishes might pop off in 3 minutes. And you, because you're working magic and spell casting each and every day, every minute, every second. It's just that the society kept you away from it because it was so sacred and they made you scared. All you gotta do is look at the word sacred and scared, and with the rearranging of the just the letter C, huh? Everything that people were scared of is actually what is sacred to them. See how crafty the devil is? You got people saying, stop cursing at me. And when we just had dinner together in Arby's, and I've been cursing you the whole goddamn time. And you just now figure out because we get in the car and you mad because I ain't paid the bill and we get heated and I start saying, motherfucker. Now you want me to stop cursing at you. Wow. We backwards, people. Now let's see how is this so? Because like I said, my words don't come back void. And like, if I make mention of this, then guess what? Even the most dumbest nigga better say there. He has to have some point to what he's saying because he will have never said it. You see? Because if you were smart like me, I'm the type of uh, divine cosmic deity that if it's made mention of, if I see it or hear it, it has to have some type of relevancy to it, else it wouldn't exist. I just don't exist in that type of atmosphere. You see? You're not going to spit on me and talking about it's raining. So let's say the prayer and get started, y'all. Everybody hold your head high and think of reflection of how supreme and almighty that you are. I'm Father, or if you're a woman, you say, I'm Mother, who is in heaven. Not hollow, but solid be my name. I'm King that has come. My will be done on earth as it is in self. Every day I get my bread. I do not trespass on you, 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 or you. Therefore, I'm going to tell you, do not trespass on me. I'm not led to temptations. I'm sorry. Been there, done that. You niggas on earth cannot tempt me to do nothing. If we go rob the bank, that's because I said so. I do what I want. I do what I see that is right for me. For I am king in my dome with the power and glory for all time. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Well, if you're Christian, you say amen. If you're Muslim, you go ahead and go, Amen. I like that. I remember I used to go to the Master Jed. I thought I was one of the only reasons why I was going at one time. So I could hear what Master Jed sent out the best vibration, the best when they went, you're like, damn, that shit brought a nigga about his prayer. Y'all made me like this. I started looking around like, damn, I like that. So yeah, y'all look. Let's get into this spell casting shit, cause this is like, man, nobody touching on this topic. Y'all niggas ain't recognizing, realizing. Like, I don't even know if y'all think you got magic or not. The world is dumbing us down. So you got people telling me that 1 × 1 is 2, and oh man, this is getting rough, man. It's getting rough out here. And if you don't guard your consciousness, if you don't stay in yourself, it will get you. Satan today brings 99, I say 98% of good to you. Oh, yes, he does. Because he's an upgraded, see, where it used to be 75, maybe 55, 65%. But he don't need that amount no more. Because you vibrating high now. So he got to increase. So he'll give you anything pretty much now. But he got one motherfucking master vicious ass tool that he know that if it stings them, they're done. We done. And I'm gonna get it to you, but I won't be able to put it out here for the sake of this is not my format. So you're gonna have to pick this up. Trust me, I got it all set up how it can be done. You know what I mean? You know I'm a crafty ass nigga when it comes to this mentality shit. Well, I used to play mind games when I was under duress and coercion. You know what I mean? Under duress, threat, and coercion. Yeah. In other words, in the penal system. And they throw you in like a 4x4 with another type of mentality. And nigga, don't you know that was fun to me? I was always like, oh shit. I like the different niggas. I like different people. Same thing out in the world. Travel. So you can see who you're dealing with, what mentalities is out here. And if maybe if you don't get succumbed by them, you get an A+. You still you. You know, went out, had dinner, drinks and shit. Maybe went to a bar. You know what I mean? A movie and all that, and you still you. That's always a good thing. All right. You ain't changing your weed because she got this type of weed and hers costs more. No. If you want to change your weed, you be the one to just take the fucking weave off and go natural. Yup. No matter if you're Korean, Czechoslovakian, if you wearing weaves and wigs, just go natural. You white girl, you black girl. See what, nigga? I'm sorry, we shouldn't say that. But see what life has to offer you. That's all. When we do what we do and become ourselves, not even a spell that one cast on you shall ever affect you. And I'm telling you this because we are all caught up, and I'm not going to add myself, so I can't say we. I work feverishly and hard to keep the demons off of me. Real talk. And it's easy for me. Just as it's going to be easy for you. At first, yes, it's hard because you thought that the devil was at first invisible. When you start to recognize, realize where and who the real devil is, you could make better adjustments and bring out greater works. You don't go out in your grass and pull up the weeds by just cutting it. That shit gonna come back right back next 2 weeks. You gotta take the shovel, baby boy. Dig that root out. Change the whole style of the grass growing up. You know what I'm talking about? Had that shit just like, now this feel good. You got your hose and you start watering. All right. So one of the ways, I'm gonna put it this way first. So just track with me now of how these spells out here, and the spells are not just people. Let me say this: Somebody getting a voodoo doll, sitting there staring at it, poking at it, perhaps and even talking to it. Although that's crazy. If they talking to it, you're almost in danger, right? But let's not say we not hope to go. You have done anything where will put warrant where your life will warrant that. All right. So what do you talk about, Nate? You gotta understand. Do unto others what you would like have done unto you. So by being me and totally me and doing me is being satisfied in all of who and what I am, and even the things that has happened in my life. Because I'm giving you on a basic level, like how you could be distorted. I know people kill themselves because somebody went out and said that they had sex with the same alike nature. This is spell casting. This is magic, people. You have to be totally accepting of what and who you are in existence. Know why you came. Pretty much know your death date and when you're going to go and how you even much you're going to go in the way that your life is going, and not just in the physical world, but more so in the mental and your spirituality. I think I've quoted before. I posted that your length of your strength is to the depth of that of your spirituality. Something to that extent. I have to go back and look at my books that I write. I'm always writing some crazy shit, but basically, spirituality is your power, and your power is going to be as strong as only of that of what you know and what you're doing in existence. A lot of people are dying, not just physically. I know you don't know people dying physically, especially after certain things in the events that we done had. People are just dropping dead all over the world. But I'm looking at the spiritual aspect of it. That's first. All this eclipse of the sun and all this talk of another sun came out behind. Why they made the eclipse of the one sun get in front of the other sun, and another sun peeked out and beat. You know what I mean? Oh man, I'm hearing some crazy shit, bro. Like, let me tell y'all, if y'all haven't heard, I heard that when the moon went over the sun, it was another sun that snuck in between. And that's what kept us while, like in Philadelphia and so forth, we were so cloudy, a lot of people that had no sun. This is just talk. My point is this. Never mind what's going on up there in the sky. We're to look at this in a symbolism, a personal, a cosmological, astrological, numerological type of way. I'm one who come by way of the King James Bible. And because I am a collective of books, millions by now, I'm over 50 now. I was born with books in my hand. First one was the Bible. It was actually the black one, Jehovah Witness, and it was funny because I was Episcopalian. So y'all figure that one out. That's how I already knew there was a problem with the indifferences of existing, because the book didn't match what the preachers in them was talking, especially in the Catholic school. A Jehovah Witness, right? Psalm 68, call Paul, his name is Jah. That's not in the Catholic book. That's not in the King James book. You got to get, you got to be Jehovah Witness. I ain't learned that till like about 7 to have that book. But hey, look, check this out. spirituality stagnation is an issue right now, and it's not going to be long. It's just about over because when I stand up and I start speaking, that's when it's pretty much going to have to change. Right. Just imagine like this. Somebody put it like this. The police moved on your block. You could pretty much know that from that point on, the value of your block is going to go up, the behavior is going to change, the vibration and things will change. Right? Same way in the spiritual realm. So now that you've been witness and recognizing as to what role and part that you're playing, it's now going to either determine the frequency and the vibration on the earth to either get what they call more global warmed up. Shall we remain at a nice little comfortable degree? Or shall it start to freeze? Huh? Let's read, shall we? Casting a spell involves plucking at the invisible strands of raw magic Suffins, Suffusing, Suffins, the world, pinning them in place in a particular pattern, setting them vibrating in a specific way, and then releasing them to unleash the desired effect. Spells can be versatile tools, weapons, or protective wards. There are many steps to casting a magic spell, including setting up an altar, taking safety measures, invoking spiritual aids, defining an intention, lighting candles, and yes, even meditating. Oh my God. Look, this is deep, y'all. I told you, y'all some magical people, bro. And after you see how this is in and up and out of you, your tomorrow is going to be greater. This is the only reason why I'm sharing this. Because if your tomorrow don't be great, I don't get paid. My nigga, so that means I gotta work hard. I be in here like, I be studying it. Like, yo, I'm sharing this with y'all. I'm gonna share this. Okay? I don't know if they got this in the bookstores no more, so I can't even tell you to go out and get it. Everything that I'm bringing to light has been taken off the shelves. And this is watered down shit. I ran through this. Like I said, I'm speed reading. Oh, I loved the when that came out in the 80s. It was about time we hurry up. I was saying that back when I was in grammar school. It's like everything you think, it manifests. You ever notice that? Can I ask you a personal question? You ain't got to tell me. But how many things in your life have you ever sincerely wished for and didn't get it? May you get it now. Let's read out of the book, Spells for Living Well. Now, I've already went through here and extracted the part that relates to where we need to be with our thought process. Hopefully. Remember, keep it in mind, I can't be direct for the sake of this not being my network. And I, I have guidelines that I have to obey by. There's a few individuals been attentive. I like to send you well wishes, prosperity, peace, and light, love, and even darkness. If you're not afraid of the dark, I'm sending you that darkness too. No disrespect. I love the darkness, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Once you once you go in the darkness and get all the secret treasures, that's when you're really gonna illuminate. Because remember, in the beginning it was dark. Pow, then go that light, my man. That's why it says in Isaiah, let's look it up. Check this out. All the Christians that the pastors didn't tell them this. See, pastors hide this shit from them. The Bible that I break down, I'm sorry, let me put it like this. See, number one, I don't listen to nobody. You can't teach me shit. I'm sorry. If I want to do something other than what I do, like I said, I do it myself. I'll watch you. That's teachable enough. If you want to say a few things and if you thorough, you vibrate high, I'ma listen. But I'll shun a motherfucker who, you know. But the point is this. Studying this information, you got to realize it's to have an individual vibrating at a certain frequency. And this is the reason why you have so many different, Bibles. How many different transliterations of Bibles do we have? Just to explain what it means to be a God. Huh? So that means we're dealing with different levels of mentalities and psyches. And just like all religion, I need it to exist so that whoever doesn't find comfort in what you're looking for at this house or in this door, why don't you try the one next door? Yeah, I heard Sufism. They got a nice little vegetarian diet too. They diet. They deal with more of the eating and things of that too. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I say that because, like, I notice in Islam, some people there's like over 73 different sects in America. They say, and like niggas pick and choose, like you in the candy store, what religion you want to be. Motherfucker, like, no, I don't want to be Sufi. All they eat is lettuce, cucumbers, and peppers and shit, and they meditate. Got to do time alone, you know. And listen, you pick your poison out here. All this stuff is poison. Everything, you know. If it's in the physical world, and if you do too much of it, orange juice. Did you know if I drink too much of this, it'll give me acid and I'll have a strep throat? But you said orange juice was good for me. Everything is to be anything that you do is not to be done excessively, just to the minimum. See, the way I see it, everything is for everybody, as long as it's conducive for you and to you. That's why some people can drink beer and still go to work and do what they got to do and live a good life. Some people drink beer, get DUIs, go to jail, beat their wife up, can't stay home. That's not for him. You got to find in life what's going to be for you. See, because while you at the bar, I don't need to slip you a Mickey. It's already alcohol damage and mind control now from this point on. You don't know how already you so mixed already up into this witchery, sorcery shit. Why you think they spell Rite Aid pharmacy? Huh? Do you know what pharmacy is? Man, I lost my. I got it. Do you know what pharmacy is? And what language is this? I forget. Can't recall. But in different languages, you look it up. Do some research. I'll do some research later on in myself and put it out there on my Facebook page if I remember. But it's that of sorcery and magic, man. I forget where I read this at. I wish I could remember because I like to turn people on to new information. To me, it's like a new toy. So let's read. Magic is the flow of spirit. See? The sacred, the source, the vital, the chi, the Dawa energy, the power that creates life, that will help you create your life. It goes on to say here that magic of spellcasting is one of human beings, right? Most powerful ways of manifesting. And I'm going to paraphrase in here. It's not going to be verbatim. As y'all know anyway, I don't like to regurgitate other people's information. I want to take, again, keeping in mind of the guidelines now here, but I want to take what you make and make it better. Is there anything wrong with that? Put a 6 in the chat or in the comment section if you feel as though that there's something wrong with me taking what people make and create and making it better. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you? Leave my idea of flat plane of surfacing alone. All right, so moving on. I left my door open. Somebody must have came out my back door. One of my creatures is around. All right, it's cool. It's cool. We still cool. I still. That's right. I got something. I got the steel handy. You come anytime you this. Hey man, you don't let nobody come around you that ain't supposed to be around you, and you can't protect yourself. Appreciate the people who put the 2 thumbs up for the likes on the video. May they be prosperous and victorious in all that they will for themselves. They don't need to know that. It's done for them. It's like your mom praying for you while you out here working on the street, or your wife, or your children, hoping that you making sure, you a first responder. You got your family home praying for you. That's what brings you home. We ain't working magic here, man. I'm showing you how to work magic. The more people you got praying for you, don't you know that's the more power that you got of your energy grid? That's what amps you, what upgrades you, empowers you. This is why you do a good deed. You see the bum on the corner, you go in your pocket. Let me get this nigga $1. Open most. Okay. Magic is the source that creates the force that unites the flow of your energy of the things that you want into form and form into energy in a regenerating dance that creates and sustains and recreates life. Magic flows back and forth, uniting spirit and creation, divinity and nature. And we're ready, when you're ready, it does the same for you. And magic is utterly natural. We need the magic of living in this world. What? Hold on, man. You mean all this time, me and my niggas ain't been living in my practicing no magic? No, you wasn't, nigga. You know your teacher and your family taught you better not do and talk about anything of magic. What holiday is most associated with mysterious and mystery shit? Because magic is like mystery, mysterious. Huh? Halloween? What you say? I'm not too really keen on the different holidays. But let's say Halloween. Because I have to say Halloween, people put on masks and trickery, right? Trick or treat. Sometimes you might got a magician character. And you come to my door, I'm gonna say, well, what magic can you perform to get my candy? Huh? Let me do something right quick. So, again, we need magic. See, because you're spell casting and you don't even know it. And you should have known, and mostly fault your teachers for this. Excuse me. This means I'm on, just means I'm all I seeing, dominant, supreme being. That's all it means. Some people might always say, oh, why he always keep throwing it? It's not nothing basically that I'm throwing up. It's a power. It's a power. Buddha and them does this. Y'all don't understand why. It's almost like this. How about if I did this all day, right? You'd be like, oh shit, I'm watch this nigga. Why is he talking to me and he got his goddamn middle finger up at me? It keeps you away. So symbols is power. Keep that in mind. We're working magic. Everything is magic. From this point on, until you comprehend what the heck and how you are existing in this sphere, which I call the third rail, you run around with the concept that Nate the Great said everything is magic. Everything? Yes. Everything. You need it where spirit is present and alive. How you gonna be spiritual but you don't know how to perform no magic? Magic flows back and forth, uniting spirit and creation. Right? In the oak tree in our garden, the dog is asleep beside us, the partner we love, the ground we walk upon, the life we've been given. Life is longing for us to awaken and to engage with it in deep, loving, supportive relationships that make the world a better place for all life. Everything we work with in casting spells, the energies, elements, and embodiments is alive. Everything is sacred. Magic is sacred. Cast spells with the divine power that animates all of creation, and you will find yourself filled with wonder and your life, your best life, filled with magic. Everything you need to cast spells for a healthy, abundant, joy filled life is within you. You don't get me wrong. I don't tell people not to get the candles and use different uh, senses. You can very well do that, but that's just only for what? Your comfortability. You see? So let me end on this note because I'm going to close out a little bit. When you learn, since I can't get into a little bit more detail of how you're actually performing your magic and casting spells. However, when you do this, my only thing is, and this is the whole sole purpose of bringing this video to light, is to be careful, people. You must be careful. You have to understand how and why and when, if at all, it is permissible or allow or warranted for someone to have what we might say a bad spell or something that is how can I say befalling of an individual, because that's pretty much not the way a true warlock wizard, one who is a master, would like to go. Okay, you have to really be at a really high level to be in that arena. So even with some of the greatest teachers, they'll tell you not to even cast negative, okay, or bad omens or wishes towards anyone. And that's for the sake and the most purpose for that, the reason because of you not well being performed within yourself and knowing what to do. And so, particularly if you have not cleaned out your skeletons in your closet, your own closet, see, casting out a spell that's a negative to somebody is almost pretty much sure, like a boomerang, going to come right back to you. All right. So, again, I want you to be, uh, as you learning how magical and spiritual you are, how to just gently for yourself use your magic to bring about what you want in your life. Never mind somebody else in existence. Whatever they do, it will befall them unto them own self. You see, they don't need an extra hand in tearing down somebody's life just because they have not done or lived up to an expectation in which you thought was suitable and for existence. All right. So again, I'm gonna say, may prosperity, greatness be upon you, and all that old other good mushy stuff. Have a great life, and make sure you're doing it on and with a purpose. All right.
That's important. I'm going.